My name's Amber Lundy. I'm a senior UX designer at Amazon's UX Lab, and we are a studio that focuses on speculative concepts of the future, anywhere from 2 to 10 years out. I just kind of fell in love with the global scope of the awards. And I can really appreciate the opportunity to be exposed to such a diverse range of ideas from, the best design minds on the planet. That's an incredible opportunity. So I feel fortunate that I found the UX Design Awards and have the opportunity to serve on the jury. From my perspective, good experience design is timeless. And by that I mean it has it almost can feel like it could become utilitarian over time, a utility, but initially you might question whether or not it's a utility, but it also has broad appeal. And it's extremely accessible to a wide audience, not just a sliver of an audience. There is design that's really, excellent when it's focused on a very slim use case, but I think the more accessible and timeless your design, the better it is. I really look for an inclusive thought process, and by that I mean how many different aspects of the human experience did they think about and work through in their design process. There's a lot of that needs to go into play in terms of form factor and interaction, and sometimes you can lean in a little bit more one side, designing a lot about an object or an experience, and there doesn't seem to be as much thinking on the human component, which in my mind means there was a lot of design left on the table. So I like to look for all of the thinking that went into a broad range of the human components, different people and individuals and circumstances. It generally comes across in the level of accessibility of the work. The overall work just seems accessible to a very broad audience, but also if there's any ability to demonstrate process and roll that into kind of the ideation or the initial project pitch or whatever aspect of the presentation, they can show a little bit more of their design thinking. You can roll it into that and have mentions or even show data if you need to. I find subcultural groups and kind of fringe cultural groups to be super inspiring. The things that people look at and say, oh, like that's not interesting or not something that suits everybody right now. To me, those are the things that 5 to 10 years from now are going to be broad and mainstream. So I'm always looking to the fringe and the subculture for inspiration. I have to give credit and say that Apple has done a really excellent job of their multi-device experience. So I can pretty seamlessly receive messages and communication on my iPhone, on my iMac, and in my car while I'm driving without having to do any additional setup constantly. And it's a seamless experience that's just integrated into my life naturally, and that's a pretty excellent job. I have to say that's a good one.